for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded right at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They're costing me penalties that I don't need.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, check the group chat. I just sent the link.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I really thought I was playing.
This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They snap it to Tannehill. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Who that is joined up in here?
Nobody.
No, I'm talking about my thing.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
A.J. Brown,
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, fucking damn bitches.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Boy, that right there was an iffy
Both
for me.
sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's brought down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Tannehill. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Derrick Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor.
Change the score
now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the
I tried. What you want me to do?
We are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
I tried. What the fuck?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday. 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business,
another person hurt?
You go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. Jones has it. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
Ah, I timed it wrong, son of a gun.
Right, it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
You got to play your own game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And right side, Henry's got it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go. 30.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I told you
they follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Yeah.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance drops this one down to Sermon, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On the handoff, Sermon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now a play fake. Lance. This one left side caught by Patterson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I'm still in 2.
They'll try and throw for it.
I appreciate that.
Flushed out right.
5 or 6.
And he is going to get in.
Yeah,
but there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard.
I was on my last playmaking dash. Yeah.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll look to throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. They'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Henry.
Hey, stop coming after my running back, yo.
Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game.
Hey, man, that's just how he built, bro. That's all it
running.
is.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down.
He was built for
They
this.
did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Fourth
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Oh, he bowls over it.
Relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Found him. Let's go, baby.
It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement.
I was going to find somebody in that hole, dog.
Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. It got his man.
Wow.
Complete. And he's across for the touchdown.
Y'all just going.
It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done.
That is
they
so
now
good.
have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They have the extra point.
Can you hear me? Thomas, can you hear me? Thomas, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. They're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Hey, I tried, man.
Who's next? I'm not playing.
You're next. You're next.
Shane, I already beat you once in the season. I can do it again.
It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
You're next. And then who's next? The king of the AFC.
Here's Hardman on the return.
I'm winning this Super Bowl this year.
Like I got a feeling that you did that shit on purpose. I got
So some drama down to the very end of this ball game.
I chose your
final
division
kickoff.
first.
They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance,
Oh,
and that
God.
was their
If I
only
honestly was really
opportunity
aiming
to
for
try and bring it all the way
something
back.
there.
As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Oh, ain't no way.
Your team actually don't